in the league last season, and Real Madrid were third. But you'll see a lot of competitiveness, and that's the start of it now.
Right away, it was Lamar making his mark. It was shifted right to Diego Costa. And Atletico have scored within 43 seconds here. Talk about being caught cold in the heat. Real Madrid nowhere, and Atletico lead 1-0.
Well, that's it. They lost the challenge on the halfway line now. You talk about Diego Simeone. His teams are so fired up, and we've been chatting about it before the game kicked off. They're fired up. They want to win this game. The animosity, the hatred between the two clubs. You'll see that later on. And I'm going to mention, obviously, Sergio Ramos, who's been sent off 19 times in the Liga, 24 times in total. That looks like it takes a deflection. I think the shot from Costa was deflected by Sergio Ramos. Let's have a look, see.
Jerry, I wonder whether Morata was also very clever. Would he have been given offside if he touched it? I don't know.
Well, let's see again. I think the keeper had it covered. It was going to hit the near post, and it was deflected into the far post there off the right foot ankle of Sergio Ramos. And had Morata touched it, I think it would have been disallowed. And he was clever enough to let it run. And I'm not sure these two guys would get together and be a good formation, the two centre forwards, because they're similar. But that's the early goal and the first blood for Atletico Madrid.
Rayo Vallecano, Real Sociedad, they even lost at home to Real Betis at the very end of the season. So a win would be very, very important for them, I think.
Yeah, they're a bit short of confidence again, and it's scoring goals now. Look at this.
Saul has got it. And it's 2, and João Felix weighs in with a goal for his new club. A fabulous start to his Atletico Madrid career. There's one thing to score in that famous jersey, but to do it against the famous all-white makes it all right indeed.
Well, that's a dream start for João Felix. He's come into the box. He had a great season last year, particularly the second half for Benfica. And Sal gets to the byline, too easy for me, cuts it back. Oh, there's 3 or 4 white shirts. They're not picking anybody up. And it's awful defending, it really is. And where's Odriozola? He might get forward, but he hasn't got back. And it's a tap in for João Felix, and a great opening debut goal in the derby for him. Oh, too easy, Paul, far too easy.
Atletico Madrid, true to type, seem to have been working very, very hard while they've been here since the 0-0 against Guadalajara to open the International Champions Cup campaign.
Something good, and had a good run in the Champions League, but he needs to improve on that every year. He drives himself on. He's such a hard pass master. That's a good ball. Here's Trippier.
Eluded Marcelo. Ramos kept his arms by his side. It's nicely done by Koke. Brilliantly done. And it's 3. Oh, it's fantastic. They can't stop themselves from scoring. Correa's in this time.
Oh, what a goal.
Koke so very, very clever, and Courtois beaten again.
Well, I did say to you, when this young boy comes on, Angel Correa, he is a flying machine. He's got great technique. He knows where the back of the net is, and I think that's a good partnership. It really is. But the ball from Sal was a good ball, you're right. I think Real Madrid are still in second gear. They're first everything. Trippier wins this, the ball forward, clever, links it through, he's onside, he takes a touch, he knows where the back of the net is, and instinctively pivots there, and bang, back of the net. No chance for Courtois. 3-0. This is a rout. It really is. Wonderful skills.
But Jerry, what are Real Madrid doing back there? Everybody rushes to the ball. It's panic stations in front of Courtois.
When he made the run there and he was onside, he's coming from a deep position, nobody picks him up. Look at that pass, it's awful.
Saul won it back, and here we go again, and it's 4. And this is actually becoming embarrassing for Real Madrid.
Well, it's easy for Saul, because if you anticipate and you want to get to the ball before the opposition and they're in second gear, they're going to have chance after chance, and they can score at will. 4-0. This is going to be a huge defeat.
Diego Costa, written off too soon perhaps. He's got 2 here against Real Madrid.
It's all about anticipation, and when Sal wins it and gives it to him, Diego Costa's not going to miss. Thank you very much. There, the pass from Sergio Ramos is awful. Look at Modric on his back foot. Saul anticipates it, wins the ball, slots it in. They are committing suicide. They really are awful.
Wasn't anywhere near his best.
Spanish La Liga, that's a great ball, he's in.
Lodi again to João Felix, who's shaping up so very well. João Felix, a new name to so many over here. Not for much longer. Diego Costa went over, it might be a penalty. It is a penalty.
Inside the box. This is brilliant skill from João Felix. He lays it off here, and there's the pass from Lamar. Now, one touch. Oh, it's a silly challenge from Isco,
who's on a yellow card, remember. I wonder whether there's another yellow to come.
That's a penalty kick all day long. He's got to be kidding me. Good save from Courtois. He's had a busy first half.
I was going to say, Jerry, not the first good save from Courtois by any means. João Felix, Costa, down the middle, beats Courtois. And Real Madrid would rather be anywhere else right now. It's Real Madrid 0, Atletico Madrid 5. And honestly, hardly anyone can believe this.
Well, I would say they've created at least 9 or 10 chances, and he's clever. Don't follow the eyes. Courtois goes to his right. He hammers it straight down the middle. He opens his body up slightly, but Diego Costa, first half hat-trick. Who would have thought it? On cloud 9. Honestly, every time he gets the ball, he looks like he's going to score.
This is the Diego Costa we saw at Chelsea 3 and 4 years ago, terrorising centre-backs and so confident in front of goal.
Yeah, he's class. He is a class act. He's a class finisher, especially in this form. And he times his run perfectly through the legs of the defender, and he dinks it over the advancing Keylor Navas. But what about the defence again? He's got a touch, and it's through the legs of Nacho.
Another great thing about this for Atletico Madrid, the assist by João Felix, as he was doing at Benfica last season, Jerry, and you spotted it earlier tonight for our viewers. He just sits off the defender, finds a metre of space and plays a teammate in, as he did there.
That's a really positive attacking role he's shown there on the left-hand side, Paul, and he needed it, and Real Madrid needed it.
That was a moment, a glimpse of the real Eden Hazard in a Real Madrid jersey. Here it is, and he gets away from Correa.
Shows great determination, and there's a touch at the near post, and it hits the left heel of Nacho. I don't know if he knows too much about it, but it hits him on the left heel, and he's happy to claim that goal. He didn't know an awful lot about it.
Again, that looks a very sound, well-thought-out transfer for a player who just gives you everything every week. This is a fabulous run forward, and it's an even better finish to make it 7-1 for Atletico Madrid. There's no end to this. Navas got nowhere near it. Another special goal tonight from Atletico Madrid.
Well, it's Vitolo who's a sub, who's only been on, what, 3 or 4 minutes, and he's a class player. He's a left-sided midfield player, but he's come all the way. He's run a good 15-20 yards, come inside on his right foot and buried it in the bottom corner.
Dare I say, Jerry, one of the forgotten men.
Well, sometimes they're forgotten, like Diego Costa. They remember him now, don't they? But look at this run. Really strong, penetrating run, past one. Keeps going. Then he's going to come inside here, and he shows good body strength coming in on his right foot, and that's a great finish. That's one of the best goals of the night for me.
A little glimpse of his undoubted talent. He was a star at Sevilla. Atletico paid a lot of money for him, but so far he's not fired at all at Atletico. Maybe now.
He has tonight. That's a class goal. Absolutely top individually.
You know, the team season before, penalty for Real Madrid. And a fig leaf to cover some of their wound. Take it, Benzema. Oblak's looking thoroughly fed up with life, isn't he? He's conceded one, and now he might concede again. He does concede again.
Well, This game's finishing 2-2 the second half. They lost the first half 5-0, but he'll say we drew 2-2. That's a good run. That's a clumsy challenge, I have to say. Herrera, he gets across him, and I can see why the referee's given the penalty. He was Real Madrid's top goal scorer last season with 21.
Кубо. Да, не удар на месте. Облак. Еще одна подача. И мяч все-таки влетает в сетку 3-7. 3-7 на 80 ворот. Вколачивает мяч.